Sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the US. And on this messy art table I have, I'm going to do a ring pour for you on my 12" by 12" canvas. Oh, I'm using the same colors as the last several videos. I'll put the names of them in the description box so I don't tell you the wrong names. We have a silver plus black, a deep violet plus antique copper, I think, a turquoise phthalo, and an aquamarine plus white, and then white and black. So let's find an empty cup. I thought I had an empty cup there. They all have something in it. All right. So what do we start with, guys? How about a little bit of white? I feel like I need a little bit of metallic, but I've got metallics. They're just not the ones I'm used to. We'll have just a little bit more white we can add somewhere, but I don't want too much anyways. So let's go with our turquoise next. And then we're going to do our silver plus black. I'm not really sure how much of a ring pour I will get out of these because they're mixed for a Dutch pour, so they're a little bit on the thin side. But I think we can get something lovely out of them. So that will be our goal. Got a lot of that aquamarine left. I don't know that I really want to put a whole lot of black in there, which is okay because I don't have much black left. I'll do a little bit just for some contrast. So for a 12 by 12 canvas, I need 5 ounces of paint. That doesn't include the sides. So if you're ever curious, they have charts everywhere. You can find them online pretty easily. I find it very helpful because I tend to either have way too much paint, which is wasteful, or I have way too little, which is frustrating because then you lose your composition. So I don't really want to do either of those things. Okay, I have an idea for this teal and this, my two teal colors. I have a, there's a thought brewing in my head. Oops. All right, let's just rub that in. It's like a little base coat massage. Oh, the things you can tell yourself. Okay, let's get the rest of this white. I really need to, oh, here we go. Dripping paint everywhere, guys. Must be time to quit. Okay, there's some white. Last of the white. And, oops. Okay, let's do some more of this aquamarine. Okay, I think that is more than enough paint. So, put up a little bit of that white in too, kind of get that part of the canvas wet, whatever. That's okay. It'll be fine. All right, so I'm going to do this corner dark and this corner light as kind of a base coat, which you'll have to laugh with me because I've never done it this way before, but I figured why not? I want to use up these paints and it could add a really, really interesting effect to have one corner dark and one corner light, but similar tones. Why not? Let's try. It's fun to try new things, and even when they don't work out, I feel like I always learn something, so it's never a loss, never a true loss. And I'm not really expecting this all to stay here, but hopefully it will help. Let's see if we can get something on that corner because the corners are always so hard. They don't like to be painted. All right. There. And then we will do the Aquamarine over here, which I have more of, so we'll probably spread it a bit further. Oh, good heavens. So one thing that I've heard a lot of artists talk about is, where do you do your pours? What kind of flooring do you have? How do you keep stuff clean? So it's kind of actually a breezeway between the garage and my house, and it has laminate flooring that looks like wood flooring. So it's attractive, but it's so easy to clean. And I found from experience that I can get paint off of a laminate floor really easily. So there's my little tip for you. If you're getting ready to do flooring in an art room, I think laminate is, it's probably not the most durable, it's probably not the most to add value to your home, but it works great for an art room and cleaning the paint up after a paint pouring session. So there's my 2 cents on that. I guess I'm just giving you guys all sorts of opinions today. All right, let's pop some air bubbles. So I'm feeling a wrecked pour coming on. And I'm not going to worry about my edges, which is very unusual for me, but I know that I can mix up this color and fill in my edges. Actually, this one might be a little bit harder. This one's straight turquoise phthalo from the bottle, mixed with my pouring medium, of course, which is Floetrol, and there is some water in these. So this corner, I don't have to worry about quite as much because I know I can mix up that color and it will match. If that's just a solid color there, it'll match. If it's the pattern, then, you know, that's a whole different story. But so I will do just a little bit there. And I'll probably do a little bit on the other, but you know, you can always go back and paint your edges if that bothers you. I like it to match the painting. I like it to flow right over the edge. Sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. So you can also go in with just a black or a white, whatever color you might have. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and use up the silver as well. Right over that edge. I didn't really mean to go down that far, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna put the black over in the spot that has almost no paint right now. And again, I don't expect these to stay, but it's a nice way to have a little flow extender as well as hopefully change up my pours just a little bit. You know, you don't want to do, well, maybe you guys do. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. There's some nice things about that, but I really prefer to keep changing it up. I get bored doing the same thing. So, okay, the knife is going to be much better, the palette knife. I need the offset, the handle slightly higher than the rest of it. Look at this, I got my own little abstract painting that I'm just going to paint over then. Another abstract painting. That's kind of fun. And then I think I'm going to go get some downtime, put in a movie. I've been in a movie mood lately. I'm so tempted to just run my fingers through that and put a design there, but that's not what we're doing today. So let's just, I think I'm gonna do a straight pour and then wreck it. Oh, I dripped. Boy, it's a lot harder to do that with the glove on. Okay, let's get some of these air bubbles. Start there. All right, and then see how hard I'm thinking this one through? All right, I think I'm going to stretch that. I might add some more wrecking lines after I've stretched it. Just trying to decide what section I like and if there's anything else I want off. I have enough paint on the canvas that I can be that selective. Okay. My goodness, the cup is so pretty sitting here with the light shining through it. I feel like we need to go that corner. Why is that corner not being covered? Look at that. I'm just gonna, so you can pick paint up and add it in, and I got some of the darker color, but I am not gonna worry about that because I definitely need color in that corner, and it just didn't want to flow over, so we're just gonna help it with our finger a little bit. If I had some of that lighter green left, I would have just poured that straight over the edge, which is a really good reason to save just a little bit of each of your colors, but alas, I did not do that. So we'll just go back in with what we can do. All right, I think this one's gonna develop quite a bit as it sits because the paints are thin, but I'm really liking what I have so far. And I think some cell action could really make this piece very interesting. It already is, but make it even more interesting. I love my teal over here. I will definitely have to hit the edge again. It just didn't cover it completely. So I will try to get some off the table and fill it in with that. But it's not gonna be straight teal. So yeah, I'll go back over that once it's dry. I will, or you know what no, I better wait. So I could pour it directly from the bottle, but it's such a richly pigmented paint that it's really hard to tell what that'll do to the corner, to the edge. So you don't really want to do that. With a golden high flow acrylics, they need a pouring medium added to them. They're designed for that, so I'll just wait. I keep trying to find just that color and it's just not there. So I'll touch that up probably once it's dry. I don't want to lose my composition. I like what I have. I kind of like this one, guys. Let me know what you think. I will give you a close-up and pictures, and I might even be able to add some pictures of this one dry at the end. So watch for that to see. Some of these colors I think are going to deepen. I think some more cells could pop up over the next couple hours. So we could see some significant changes, I think. So I haven't said this tip in a while. Don't forget, when you're doing a poured painting, you want to run your finger along the edge like I'm doing right now. That will help collect all those drips and keep those drips from continuing to pull paint off your canvas. And I do that several times before I finally leave the painting to dry. So I'll give you a close-up. I'm going to hit it with heat one more time, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for joining me.